Honks, before we get into the episode, I just wanted to let you guys know that the show I'm doing with Kate Laventios called Parallel Play is almost sold out in Los Angeles, happening on September 25th, and in New York, October 26th. We are so excited. Gabby is actually going to be a special guest at our LA show. So grab the last few tickets, you guys. You're not going to want to miss this. It's legitimately fun as fuck. Why would I sing that? I actually don't know. I hate that. If you're in San Diego this week, you can see Gabby at ACC Thursday through Saturday. Bye.
When I went next door just now to get this Diet Coke, the woman working at the cash register kept me in there for far too long to talk to me about the raccoons in her neighborhood. And I was like, can we hurry this up? And she was also talking with a thick Russian accent. She was like, oh, we have.
Do you think she was sexually attracted to the raccoons?
I think so, yeah. As we learned from the last episode.
Yeah.
My dogs, we have the raccoons, and they are barking. The dogs are barking all the time.
The raccoons, though, are no joke.
No joke, Honks.
Because they be...
Coyotes, raccoons, opossums. I said...
Okay, you're sounding Swedish as hell.
I said, can I just get this Diet Coke and get the fuck out of here?
No, you can't, because you have to hear Miss Story Time.
I had to hear Miss Story Time.
Yeah.
So, that's just kind of that.
What's something that you want to complain about really quick? What's something that happened to you besides the raccoon recap?
Such a good question. What do I want to complain about?
Yeah, because I got something I want to complain about.
Well, you know what?
And I kind of feel like we're both in fired up moods right now.
I am in a fired up mood, and I feel like what I have to complain about is going to be too problematic. It's what I was just telling you about, how I'm so fucking sick of my friends relapsing all the time. And that makes me real fucking mad. I want to complain about the chronic relapsers. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. It's just in that fired up way where you go, I don't want to see my friends fucking die.
It's Al-Anonic. It's completely you're like, not to sound GAY, but your feelings are completely valid, and it's really hard. And I think the thing that is extra hard is when you are watching someone that you deeply love go through something, but it's just so beyond your control. It's like the feeling of being helpless is something that is forever uncomfortable.
And what pisses me off too is that, like, I know that could be me any second too. You know, it's like, as a fucking recovering alcoholic addict, you're never promised another day sober. But fuck me, when you watch the same people relapse over and over again, you go, I don't want to see you die.
It's really painful.
It's so, and then it's just you just get like, because I always play the tape forward, and I'm like, all right, if I drank, what would happen? I think about drinking all the time, but when I pause and I think about it, I'm like, what would actually happen? Everything would fall apart real fucking quick. So quick. And I just can't do it.
I don't know who I was just talking to about. It might have been Kate, dude. But I was saying something to the effect of you getting into 12-step, and honestly, me getting into my 12-step program saved not only this podcast, but more importantly, our friendship and our living situation. And I think where we are at right now, you know what, bitch? It was literally, we were talking about this. It wasn't Kate. It was you and I were talking about this at coffee when you walked up on me, like, working on my 4th step.
Oh.
Because it's like 4th step in Al-Anon is where you have to like write all your
defects. When I walked up on you sitting like this.
I was in deep thought. Yeah.
And I was standing in front of you, like, trying to look at you.
So for those of you that are just listening
for
those of you that are just listening, I was in a catatonic state because I was doing a 4th step, and I was like thinking about something really sad. And then all of a sudden I noticed like this woman who was like kind of like interfering with like my personal space, not personal space, but like with my energy. And I was kind of like, okay, that's kind of odd, but I'm just going to stay in my zone. And then you got closer and I was like, oh, it's not just some woman. It's my little honk.
Yeah, it is.
But
yeah, you complain.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you're going through that. And that's really
fine.
painful.
You know,
but also, if you ever want to go to an Al-Anon meeting with me, it's pretty fun and cute.
I'm gonna have to go. It's like, it's enough. Fucking addicts. I can't. Okay.
I know. I'm just gonna say I was feeling like total shit, and then still not feeling great, but already 2 weeks back into consistently going to meetings. It's really annoying to see how badly I need them, but it's like reassuring. I don't know, but you want me to complain?
Yeah, I do. God, I'm in the mood for you to
So
complain.
things, bad things happen in threes, and lucky me had the big three. So gonna start it off. My sweet beloved Grandma Lori passed away.
Can we put a pin in that real quick?
We can.
Because so Honks' grandma passed away.
I compartmentalize.
We're on the phone. She calls me. We're on the phone. It's at nighttime. I'm in my bed. You're in your bed.
We're talking about business at first.
We're talking about business. We're talking about, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Patreon.
Yeah, we're talking about the Patreon. We're trying to get into the Patreon. Honk got logged out. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, while we're trying to figure this out, she's like, yeah, I can't get in the Patreon. Also, my fucking grandma just died.
Anyways, Lee won't text me back.
Yeah, Lee won't text me back. My fucking grandma just died. And I was like,
except I think my energy was like 10 decibels like lower. I was just like, yeah, so I was like catatonic.
You weren't, but you weren't. You weren't even getting, no, you were like riled up.
That's how I felt inside.
You were riled up because it was so funny because I was like, hold on, what? Why are you telling me this as if you're about to go get a sandwich out of the fridge?
Yeah, I was giving Miss Sandwich.
How casual it was.
Yeah, I tossed it in there. And you want to know what?
And my grandma just died. Can't get into Patreon.
She passed away while I was on the phone with my mom. And my mom holds the phone up to my Grandma Lori. Bless her. Bless her to heaven and back. And she goes, you hear that? You hear that? We're losing her. We're losing her. Mom, no, Mom, please. And I was like, oh my God. Talk about helpless. I'm just like in LA.
10 minutes later, you call me and you go, yeah, can't get in the Patreon. Grandma just died.
Just want to say it was 30, but yeah. And then and then I just get off the phone. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then like I go blank to my mom, like, I am sorry. Oh no. Goodbye. Beep. And they were like, she's like, hospice is coming over. I gotta go. And I'm like, okay. So she just leaves.
Yeah, she does.
And then I'm just sitting there in my room like, it's 10 p.m. and I'm coming off this week was already hellacious enough. But I'm like, okay, I guess now's as good a time as any to do all the work I've been putting off. Let's start tackling Patreon.
Just as good as time. Yeah. After you got kicked out of Patreon, I just got an email back from them today. Remember, I emailed them the other night because I was like, I can't get in either.
Yeah.
So I emailed them. They just emailed me back today, and I'm like, hey,
love the response.
Love the timely response.
Hey, guess what? My grandma's dead.
Hey, guess
Patreon.
What? Hey, Patreon. My grandma died.
Yeah,
she's dead,
and it's low key Patreon's fault. How about that?
And if you want to break it down to another thing, it's actually Lee's fault. So.
Okay. I made a promise to him that I wouldn't make any more jokes about him, but just know that internally, I like that.
Yeah, well, you can promise that you're not gonna, but I'm not.
Okay, and thank you. God, someone has to keep it real around here. Might as well be you. Jesus.
So the reason that Harper's grandma died is because of Lee, and that's really.
Let me tell you this. So start off with that, and I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, that cool?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Great. So, and it's love and light, but every single one of my friends made it on a house team for basically like on a musical improv team through the theater where we all take classes at. And I was the one that didn't make it. And I just want to say, I hate to say this. I cried harder about that than Grams. But I did cry. It did hit me about Grams.
Hey, but I'll say this. Grandma 96, UCB team, hey.
Kicking.
Brand new.
Can I just say something?
Yeah. You're young. You can make it onto that team.
Well, I don't know. I'm like everyone else is in their 20s. I'm like a crotchety 31-year-old like trucking along here. But honestly, talk to everyone. It's all good. But I just want to say at the time, I was just like, whoa. That's mad embarrassing for me.
What I think that you didn't get it.
I'm not gay enough.
Tits too big. Tits too fucking big.
Really?
Yeah, they said we can't have these things jangling around on stage with a bunch of these incel dorks.
Stop! They're my friends.
With a bunch of these incel dorks.
Stop, Gab.
What?
They're not incels. They're sweet. They're sweet, Gab.
You want to get me fucking riled up?
No, I don't want to get you riled up. So let's move on to the final thing.
Okay, go on.
And I can't believe
Pussy's too tight. Tits too big. Is that why she didn't make it?
I know that's why I didn't make it because I know
that's why you didn't make it.
Yeah, my pussy's way too tight for UCB.
It is.
It's way too tight.
Yeah, because it's not called Uptight Pussy Brigade. If it was, you would have made it onto that team.
Thank you. And this is why I wanted to talk about this with you because I know you're like one of the only people that really understands me. Seriously.
Yeah, I do get it.
So many times in our life, y'all, we have been ostracized because of our tight, squeaking pussy.
Too tight. Hey, my eyes are closed.
And my eyes are closed. Tight. And I want you to know they're closed even tighter than my pussy is. That's how tight.
And that's crazy because your pussy is so tight
Thank you, Honk. And honestly, here's the thing.
Yeah.
And in a completely platonic way,
Yeah.
we know better than anyone how tight each other's pussies are.
I just opened my eyes. So true.
Thanks.
So true.
No, I want to say one last thing.
Yeah, what's the other thing?
Because when I was talking to you about this on my bed, you were really going off in a really articulate way. And maybe this is too extreme, but I just want to say the final thing that really pissed me off from last week is someone that I really love very deeply has issues with communication. And I was in an enclosed space. I was in a car with this person, and they got very hostile, dare I say, at certain points, violent with me, and threw my purse on the ground out of the car, locked me out of the car, screaming. And I'm just like sitting there like a dead fish, like kind of in disbelief. Towards the tail end, I get a little heated too. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But the whole day I'd been trying to regulate this person, and it was so goddamn infuriating. And they still haven't apologized. And it was so, I feel like it's simplistic to say it was bullying, but it was abusive, and it was degrading, and it was really, that's honestly, y'all, that's why the episode didn't come out, because I was so shaken up from that, and I was so distraught. And then like everything else happened. I'm like, all right, life is going to keep being a shitstorm. Got to get back to it. But it was so goddamn infuriating. And there's a certain entitlement with men and their tempers, especially when they're bigger than you, to
even when they're smaller than you.
You know what? Even
when they're, dare I say, leprechaun size.
Even when they're leprechaun size and they're like jumping all around and bouncing up and down to and fro and singing a tune and doing a jig.
There's still something going on.
There's still something going on, but it just.
Yeah.
I don't know, Honk. It just like, I don't even know if I can be, I don't know. You take the humor away, because all I know is I like take it from here. But all I know is I'm just saying it just really goddamn pissed me off that kind of in a similar vein as you know, you're talking about people relapsing. This person, to me, I like, this is so, their behavior is so out of my control.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've just been kind of stewing in the injustice of it all. And it's like, I didn't get a black eye. I didn't get I didn't get like a bruised rib or anything like that. But it's like, you know, there's lasting effects of that behavior.
And you know, and the worst part of all of it is that he didn't even try to fuck you. Hey.
And you want to know what? As we just said, my pussy's so tight, it has people losing their minds. It has me being excluded from musical improv
even
teams.
When you might be related to them.
Oh.
Hey, nobody knows. Could be anyone. No.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day.
He didn't try to fuck you.
And it's like, if you're gonna put me through that hell, at the very least, validate me. You like that? At the very least, give me an ounce of validation.
Sexual validation.
Yeah, because you're gonna pull over somewhere deep in OC.
Yeah.
As we're driving up the 5. Oh, and you're gonna try and drop me off on the 5 freeway as people are doing 90.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you put on an incel podcast, and I said, hey, what if we now, hey, call me crazy. He called me something else. But I was like, hey, call me crazy. But what if we put on a little something different? And you start swerving through the lanes of traffic going, I'm going to get you out of my car, you fucking bitch. Banging on the glass window and hitting your head repeatedly on the steering wheel. That seems like a normal reaction. If
it does,
you're going to try and bang me after.
Yes. Or at least if he tried to bang you and then you rejected him. But like, that's not, because I know you wouldn't reject him.
Yeah, Honk?
Man.
It was really, I wish I could remember what exactly you said on my bed, but you said something really like on God profound, but I'm forgetting what it is. But
no, don't worry, I don't remember because I don't remember.
Because our memories are turning to soot. But it was just really, I don't know. It just makes me sad for like women that like specifically that. Oh, that was another thing too. I was like, I can't believe you're treating a woman, let alone insert relationship here, like this. I was like, this is insane. And then he's like, oh yeah, you want to cry? Oh, is the woman scared? And I'm like, honestly,
actually, yeah.
Hey, can I say something? When you park in a random park, when you pull off the 5 freeway and at the speed of light, pull into a random business and start charging me like a bull in the parking lot. And then a woman, a woman pulls up and she's watching and like actually like and I have to pull up 911 because I'm afraid that you're going to like legit like curb stomp me. Hey,
color me scared.
Yeah. Me thinks I'm a little scared.
Hey, color me a wee bit frightened.
Me thinks that was a bit terrifying.
Color me a wee bit frightened.
I was a wee bit uncomfortable. I had my knickers in a bunch.
She had her knickers in a bunch.
I wanted to get out of there in a pinch.
But you couldn't because you were relying on somebody else to fucking drive you.
Yeah.
You couldn't get out.
Yeah. And this is why lots of people say. And then he gaslit me into not calling the police because he said, oh, my job is a beep. Not going to say it.
Can't say it.
Can't say it because it would give it away, but just know his job is beep. He's like, yeah, call them. Mm-hmm. They're going to arrest you because you're the one that has a DUI and you're the one that has a record. Hey, guess what? Yeah. Now I see that that's not true. But it worked on me in the moment. It scared me out of the calling the police.
Oh, true. Because when you barely graduate high school,
I don't really know shit about shit.
I don't know shit about shit either.
And when you have a smart person screaming at you, you take smart and abusive and you put it together and unhinged and you put it together and you go, well,
you got no chance.
I go, oh, well, I get it. And then he's like, well, I'm going to call the police on you and say that you're trespassing in my car. And I was like, oh, whatever. But then deep down, I'm like, can you do that?
Yeah.
I go, can you?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, because you could pretty much convince me of anything if you're smart, unhinged, and I don't know the other word that you said.
You know, it's also wild too.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, the being convinced of it's like being convinced, and then you're just kind of sitting there, and then you're like, what's wild is how easily we can be convinced. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, okay, I guess I am in your car.
And then hearing him be like, I wouldn't be acting like this if it wasn't for you. And then part of me was like, fuck, like, damn, like, did I guess I really did deserve this.
So it's like, and that also, you know, it's being a woman. It's having low self-esteem. It's kind of all kinds of things.
Yeah. I was just like, oh. And I always envisioned myself being really close to this person. I kind of like went back through their mental Rolodex and I was like, oh, you know what? This is how our relationship actually kind of always is. And I have to kind of I have to always like walk on eggshells around his emotions. And I'm like, maybe we're not as close as I thought. Maybe we just went through something traumatic together. And I thought that equals close.
And that, I do think that is how a lot of people, you know, what they call trauma bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can hear music.
I can hear music.
I don't love it.
Can I say something? I do hate it.
I'll tell you what. I'm also unmedicated.
Today?
Well...
Wait, what? Lexapro?
Lexapro, Vyvanse. I'm off all my meds.
Well, good. Vyvanse turns into a robot. But what about... Okay, it sounds like the Titanic music. You guys can't hear it, so let's stop talking about it because you can't hear it. But just know that we're hearing Titanic music as we're talking. But okay, so that's why my week sucked. It was really fucking annoying, and it was really sad. But you know what? Can't wait to see what else life has in store. I have a story I really want to read you.
Please.
So I know you guys really like celebrity gossip, but unfortunately, we really like. Now we're news girls. Now.
We are news girls, and I just want to say this. TikTok absolutely shadow banned the clip about the Russian guy fucking the bear or the
Did
cow.
it get one view?
Yeah, it's gotten 98 views.
Okay, good. So we should probably take that one down.
Yeah, no, it's super.
But all of our other crazy ones actually started like getting views. So I was like, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with talking about raping a cow.
And it could be that.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Well,
right, let's go.
Are you ready? Because I've been mad excited to talk to you about this.
I'm ready.
So, migrant gang taking over Colorado apartment complex. Not an isolated occurrence, former resident says.
The gang is taking over a Colorado apartment complex.
So let me paint the scene for you really quick.
Okay.
There is a Venezuelan gang.
Nice.
So a bunch of Venezuelan immigrants came to Colorado. They have this gang.
Why Colorado?
And they straight up they took over this apartment complex. They cucked the landlord. Yeah. Now everyone is having to pay rent to them. They're armed with guns, and they're going through like building by building, and they're taking over other apartments
wow.
Yes, dude. And when I saw, I'm like, what the? And like, I feel like it hasn't been getting that much coverage, but it's really fucking insane. And then this woman I saw it on TikTok. This woman documented her escape. She's like, I have to get the fuck out of here. Like, it's so horrifying. And like, she was like, you can hear gunshots in the back. And then she was just like, I couldn't even take all my furniture. I just had to go.
No, I've never agreed with
I know.
the whole build the wall thing. And then you hear things like this and you go,
oh, because I kind of was like, you want to come on over to ours? I'd probably do a better job.
I bet they're hot.
I bet they're fucking hot.
They're fucking hot.
They're so
Bunch
hot.
of Venezuelan gang members. Yeah, they're hot as hell.
Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, shocking doorbell footage showed a group of heavily armed Venezuelan migrants trying to break into an apartment in Colorado.
How are they not getting arrested? Wait, how are you not
because
getting
there aren't.
arrested for this?
Okay, so that's the tea, right? They overpowered the police because they have huge guns.
They can't. Oh, okay, then what do you mean they overpower the police?
The suspected gang members,
Okay.
the suspected gay gang members have since overrun the Aurora, Colorado apartment complex. But one former resident says the takeover is not an isolated occurrence. It is not by any means an isolated occurrence, unfortunately. I have months, almost a year and a half worth of footage from 6 separate cameras, former Aurora apartment complex resident Cindy Romero said on America Reports Friday. According to Romero, residents in the apartment were on high alert after spotting several individuals carrying weapons into an adjacent building early one morning. I had seen several individuals carrying assault weapons down to the next floor of the apartment adjoining mine, and I reported it to the police. So all day we were nervous on high alert anyway, because they told us that they couldn't really do anything unless something happened.
They're watching these gay gang members.
Yeah, the gay gang members
cart rifles into this complex.
Yeah, like massive amounts of military grade weapons,
So
and the police are like, "Dang, well." Until they do
and
something.
They go, well, hey, we've got to go. This sounds pretty bad, but we got to go pull some people over. So have fun.
Yeah. And by some people, they mean black people, but I love that.
Yeah. Hey, sorry. We got to go be racist.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the Venezuelans are running amok. Well, just saw some black people having a birthday party in the park. Got to go shoot that up.
So have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And they're like, hey, we're getting raped in our apartment. They go, hey. That's what the beds are for. Anyways, saw a guy walking in a hoodie. Seems like he's up to no good. It's like,
saw an 8-year-old with a toy gun. Mm-hmm. Gotta go make sure that, he's not gonna.
Yeah, I saw his white friends also having the same little water gun, but
no, we gotta go.
Take care of that.
Yeah. So have fun with the gang members.
The gay members.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We're next for calling them gay. Love it.
Yeah.
So okay, so she reported it to the police. So all day we were nervous and on high alert because they told us they couldn't really do anything unless something happened. Love that. And we were waiting all day for it to happen, and we knew it was coming. Romero added that despite calling law enforcement early that morning, police were not able to respond unless something happened. The reason was there was an ongoing I know, kind of enchanting. The reason was there was an ongoing investigation that they didn't want to interfere with. I assume there was surveillance of. They were scared. They were literally scared.
Yeah, they were.
I assume there was surveillance of some sort going on, but they never did show up. And then that night when the shooting broke out around 11:20 that evening, we again called 911 frantically.
They're like, oh no, but nobody's dead, so we can't show up.
Yeah, please come help us. We didn't get a response for an hour and a half.
No.
That's legitimate. You can get a pizza in a shorter amount of time than you can get the police to show up.
I just don't understand. Okay, so the police are they're like vaguely saying, hey, there's something going on there that we don't want to interfere with.
Yes.
So that either means that the police are also involved.
Maybe in on it? Or maybe some big pussies. Like,
Wasn't
I don't know.
Wasn't this how it was though? With Griselda when she was running everything. Like,
I don't know much about that.
I'm probably gonna butcher this, but it was like the police got to a point where they wouldn't even interfere with what was going on because
it was too gnarly.
Yeah, because she had like hired all of these gang members to kind of take control of everything.
Well, then, Gab, honestly, I feel like you're nailing it because this was kind of too seamless.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on.
Yeah. Several men armed with handguns and one with a scoped rifle were bursting through the door of the apartment complex for unknown reasons. Hey, here's a reason. They were taking it over. We love that. The group appears to be... So...
What? Okay, so there is music. Do you hear the soft murmuring of music?
So Tren de Aragua, or TDA, a transnational gang based out of Venezuela. The gang, with reportedly 5,000 members, too many members, has a motto of real until death or hasta la muerte. Well, guess what?
Okay, it's giving hasta la muerte.
Real hasta la muerte. Muerte, whatever. Okay. TDA is now linked with over 100 crimes across the nation. Okay, well, 5,000 people, you'd think it would be a little bit more, but that's okay. According to reporting from the New York Post, on this particular day, it was really bad, Romero said, revealing that she and her husband were home when the gang stormed into the unit across the hall. Low-key, I feel like I'm boring you with this, but basically it's just really crazy that they have taken over.
I mean, that is pretty terrifying because I'm thinking about if like a gang moved into our apartment complex, like how scary it would be if they started moving everybody, like all of the gang members into the apartment complex.
But like, where are they going to be? That's my thing, right? Like, where are they going to? Oh, then there was this other one. I couldn't find that article, but there's this abandoned building, and then they all moved into there. Mm-hmm. So like they're just like going through this town in Colorado, just like one by one, consuming these apartment complexes, and it's really insane.
So it's giving that they're like kind of redoing the apartment complexes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come do ours, babe. Because we keep having lizards in ours, and I feel like they would do really like a good job.
What an interesting.
It's crazy that they're getting away with it. This has been going on now for days.
There's got to be more to this that is not being led on to with me turning into a conspiracy theorist.
Oh.
But there's got to be more. Like, what else is going? Like, what's going on with the police and everybody that's connected to this in the city?
Well, I think you're nailing it. With like, the police are probably fucking in it.
Yeah.
But here's the tea. We're talking about gangs. Our prompt today is
craziest jail story.
Craziest jail stories. You and I have both been to jail for Deweys.
Yeah.
Well, mine was like a holding cell. Yours was like actual jail because you were arrested. Where were you arrested? LA?
No, I was arrested in North County, San Diego. So like where I'm from. And they sent me to the Vista Detention Facility. Oh. And
yeah?
It's giving brain zaps from
I feel like you're getting distracted from the music, but we just have to power through
the music, and then also the open mic that's blaring through the walls.
Yeah, there's a lot of sensory overload,
and that's why I brought up that I'm unmedicated, because if I was medicated I'd be more locked in, but because I'm not, I'm like,
I know it's really hard. I'm trying to like, I'm like white knuckling this right now.
Yeah.
I can like feel myself sweating, so I'm like, that's why I'm like also staring at you like,
and you know there's like all these voices.
Yeah. But let's do our best, hun, because we have to get through this.
Right. Okay. So I'm trying to remember what happened. I remember when I was in my little jail cell, there was a woman who tried to fight the cop, and the cop was crazy, because I remember it was like the cop like taunting the woman behind the bars, you know?
Oh.
But the woman behind the bars was fucking nuts, and she was like screaming and being like, "You fucking bitch. Fuck you, bitch." And then the woman was like behind the bars being like, "Yeah, is that what you want to say to me? Oh, yeah." And I was like, what level of hell is this?
That sucks.
What level of hell is this? I remember when they were checking me in. God, I was like kind of blackout, but like there were parts that I remember. They're, you know, doing the paperwork, and I was like, "Hey, what if I killed myself in that cell?" And she's like, "Hey, don't say that, because then we're gonna have to send you somewhere that really locks you down." And I was like, "Okay, you guys giving institution."
Dang.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
I mean, there's like whatever. I'm sure there's like crazier. I don't know who gives a fuck about what happened to me. I don't know what happened to these people.
Yeah, I know. I was like taken to like a fucking holding cell. So I had like my own room, so I don't even like to complain about it, because I like literally was in like a solo cell. But then I heard the guy next to me, like he kept having like diarrhea, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I remember.
Oh, and the cop was like, "Just letting you know, if you go to the bathroom, we can see it on the camera," to me. And I was like, okay.
What, do you have like a fucking shit fetish?
No, he literally did. And I was like, and then I really had to pee, because obviously I was like fucking drunk, and I was like, well, I'm not going to the bathroom, so fuck you.
So I'm not going to give you the pleasure of that.
Sorry, Piss King.
I remember somebody was being checked in, and they were having like a mental breakdown. He was banging his head against the glass.
That's horrifying.
Sure was.
And this is exactly what my abuser did in the car. But anyways, I want you to read Prison Penis.
Okay. Hey, Honks! First of all,
Hi.
I love you both so much. I've been sober for 14 months and I've been through some drama and trauma, so your podcast has been amazing.
Cute.
And I truly look up to you both. Okay, T. So, I haven't been in jail or prison, but my boyfriend, long story, was, and I used to visit him. Okay, it's giving Wade Wilson.
Okay.
Being the nosy bitch I am, I love people watching, but prison visitation is top notch for that, bro. So during visits, it would be almost impossible for me to focus on my boyfriend and not be looking around the room in all of its glory. Wow, yeah, dude. Yeah. So during the visits, there's obviously some protocol, lots of rules about what you can wear and stuff like that. I didn't know that. His facility wasn't too strict about touching and kissing and whatnot within reason. So, like, you could touch legs under the table and hold hands, but a pretty strict rule is that no one's hands can be under the table.
Okay.
Okay, so no fingering under the table.
Dang.
We're mid-visit, and my boyfriend is trying to tell me a story when I peer over at the table next to us and spot something familiar. But what is it? Well, what is it?
What?
My brain is trying to process said object, but these eyes have never seen such a thing in public like this.
Wait, what?
I know. Let alone inside of a correctional facility in a room that resembles a sad middle school cafeteria.
Stop.
What the fuck is she saying?
What the fuck is she saying? Yeah.
Finally, with another glance, my brain finally processes what I'm seeing, and I realize it's a huge, pulsing, shiny, saddle brown leather penis being jerked off right in front of me.
No, it's not.
Okay, not saddle brown also.
Yeah, please.
It's
I know we're always
adjectives.
yelling at y'all to get your writing up, but unfortunately, you wrote
too well.
You wrote too well. You painted the picture too vividly.
Saddle brown, and I like that color of brown.
But okay,
Not even just brown.
just saddle brown. Okay, yeehaw.
Also, not you being like, I see something familiar. She's like, I've
It
jerked
reminded her
off
of her dad.
yeah. I've jerked off a lot of saddle brown penises before.
Yeah, not too many Neapolitan. Hi,
Who's that?
Olive. Hi, Olive.
Hey, girl.
Okay, cute.
It scared me. Okay, so she sees a saddle brown penis being jerked off. Now, of course, I can't look away. She said, I've got a white boyfriend and I miss what I used to have.
Yeah, I have a pink boyfriend.
Yeah,
and
I've got a pink one now.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't look away. There's families all around us. Bitch, that's crazy. Children, old people, etc.
Dang, get it where you can, I guess. Fuck. Kind of just real.
I was getting jerked off.
Just a little jerk out.
Oh, God, that's crazy. Children, old people, etc. And for over an hour, this shiny tan cock was being jerked off by his visitor. Over an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Also, hold on. Like, what was happening while this was happening? Like, is he having to act as if he's not being jerked off so he's not caught? So there's just like this person on the other end just like jerking him off and he's sitting there like this?
Yeah, probably.
Like, he can't.
Yeah.
He can't.
You know those porns where it's like, oh no, fucking well, my stepdad's in the next room.
Yeah, I love
That's
those.
they just like brought that to life.
Yeah, they did.
But it's prison, so he's like,
Yeah, he's just white knuckling being jerked off.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And Chantang.
So Shiny Tan Cock is being jerked off by his visitor. The correctional officers would walk around occasionally, tell people they were sitting too close and stuff like that. And somehow these two never got caught. You want to know why? Because the correctional officers were in on it. They said, this guy really just needs to come, so we're just going to let him have this.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
They were at the table closest to the officers, too. I'll never forget that penis. Yeah, you won't, girl.
Girl.
Another time, I saw a man shove meth up his ass, sitting right next to his, 5-year-old son, while the same kid was looking out for him to make sure the officers didn't see. What?
Okay, now it sounds like we're under siege.
And we really are under siege.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
So there's a 5-year-old son, and then the same kid was looking out. So the 5-year-old was all, what? LOL, overall, Glad that part of my life is over, but low-key miss all the shit I would see in there. Anyway, thanks for reading if you do. I'm sorry if this story sucks. Love you guys. That was actually a really good story.
Jesus. What do you think you would do if you saw that?
Such a good question.
I feel like you would start jerking off.
I wouldn't start jerking off.
You kind of just like have that personality.
I would be like, oh. But I probably would.
Yeah, like,
for some reason, because I'm so voyeuristic, it probably would make me horny.
Yeah. I feel like you would be into like cucking.
I might be into cucking.
Yeah. You do like to be watched. That's why you're always having like our landlord come over.
I don't even fuck at our apartment.
Yeah, you play hopscotch and you have him come watch you.
What? Hopscotch? What the fuck?
Hi, Honk.
No.
Got you.
Not Miss Fingerdew sending us another story about chlamydia.
Okay, that being the only like we keep everyone anonymous except for Fingerdew.
I can't. I literally can't with Fingerdew. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. We've got another ex in jail.
I got another ex in jail. Okay. About my ex who was in jail. Hey, Honks. I myself have never been incarcerated. So, okay. Sorry, but I wanted to tell you a story about my ex who was. Okay. His name is Brent. Hate that. And I do not care if you say his name. Good, because I just did. Brent has been in jail several times. Duh. During our relationship, but I loved him, so I stayed true to him while he was locked up.
Ugh.
Those poor guys always have a hold on us. We also had a toxic and abusive relationship. I'm shocked. Which at the time was super hot to me. Oops. He also got arrested for driving while on drugs. Okay. Preaching to the choir.
True.
So this arrest that I am writing in is about 4 years into dating him. Okay, Miss Longy. Also, just to note, this will make sense in a minute. We were both atheist and didn't give a fuck about religion. Okay. Anyways, at the time, we were temporarily long distance. He was in northern Michigan, and I was in Minneapolis. Okay. So I get a call from an unknown number with an up north area code. I knew what that meant. Brent's in jail again. Oh. So, okay. She knows her man.
Okay, Brent.
Okay. Brent is consistent, baby. So I answer and got some shocking news. Brent was in jail, but also this time he had a warrant when he was arrested. So he went straight to jail, and he had a cellmate who just so happened to be his dad.
Wait, really?
Okay, reunion.
Like just so happened.
Just so happened.
Crazy.
Okay, family tree is haunted.
Oh my God. Okay.
So his dad was a woman beater and a rapist. Okay, so we know Gabby's horny. He also beat the shit out of Brent when he was a child. Now I'm horny. So Brent, if you ever hear this, sorry, Brent, if you ever hear this, he won't because he's probably in jail. He was also an alcoholic who found God.
Brent is also, he's not listening to Tea Time. I'll tell you that.
Can I tell you something? He ain't.
He ain't. Brent don't really like women. I'll tell you that.
He was also an alcoholic who found God. Gabby. Also, at the time, Brent was addicted to benzos. Lee. So in jail, he went through several withdrawals and had a grand mal seizure. Me.
That's so you.
Okay, a little something for everyone.
Okay, grand mal seizure.
Period.
Why
okay.
do they call it that?
I'm getting kind of annoyed with these questions that I don't know. Okay, so back to our phone call. Brent let me know that his father, who he hated, went. So I guess I'm having a seizure because I don't understand what's happening. Okay.
You want to know what you're giving?
You're giving ableist.
You're giving grand mal.
Okay. And you're giving grandma. Okay, so Brent, yeah, you're my new grandma. Okay,
no,
Brent, yeah, hopscotch. Okay, no, Brent, let me know.
Oh, she did. She did. And not me, sis.
Do you think my grandma is gonna meet your grandpa in the afterlife?
Magdi?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, haunted. So back to our phone call. Brent let me know that his father, who he hated, had been there to read to him from the Bible while he was having his seizure. And
why was he having a seizure? Did she say why?
Yeah, she did. Also, at the time, Brent was addicted to benzos. So in jail, he went through several withdrawals and had a grand mal seizure.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it had something for everyone. Okay.
Yes.
He continued. So yeah, while he was having a seizure, his dad's reading him the Bible, and he continued to read from it to him during his recovery.
Yeah.
And because of this, Brent had found Jesus. Okay. His father also advised him to break up with me because I was not a virgin or a Christian. So Brent then informed me.
That's what the wife-beating rapist father now. He's like, well, she's not a virgin, so you can't be with her.
Yeah. So it probably wouldn't be fun to rape either.
Right.
Because she's like impure. Yeah.
Right.
So Brent then informed me that we needed to break up for this reason. This phone call lasted 10 minutes. It's the time limit for jail calls. So this piece of shit that I was dumb enough to date for 4 years broke up with me because his abusive father helped him find Jesus in a jail cell. That kind of sounds like a country song. Found Jesus in a jail cell.
Or Lana Del Rey.
Oh, this is so fucking Lana.
It's
You're
so
very Lana, girl.
Yeah.
You're Lana as fuck. Oh, okay, wait. LOL. Oh, and we got back together after he got out. I was young and we had great sex. Oops.
Yeah,
was it great though? Okay. We have been broken up now for 8 years and I like to think I will not find myself in this situation again. But I would
like
know.
to think that too, girl.
Thanks. I love you guys.
What a colorful day.
Why is this the worst?
Helicopters, open mic, music, ambulances.
I'm just like, actually, my nipple piercing is really fucking hurting.
Okay, it's getting infected. And
Dude.
my boyfriend's in jail. His dad's a rapist to be.
But it didn't have that stuff that yours had. It just hurts. But I also did hit it the other day.
No.
Whatever. Oops. Okay, we got back together after he got out. Okay, wait, that's crazy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they've been broken up 8 years. I will not find myself in this situation again. I like to think, but you never know.
True.
Thanks. I love you guys. Love, not a virgin Christian. P.S. I have 1 year, 9 months sober. Okay, period.
Getting a lot of the sober girlies today.
I know.
And my boyfriend's dad's in jail.
Okay, wait. This is a longie.
As in jail as me.
Cellmate was a child molester lady.
Fun. Okay. I was arrested for drunk driving when I was 22-ish. The bondsman didn't come pick me up on time, so I had to be transferred to county. They put me and a few other girls in a humid, windowless van. Okay, it's giving sex trafficking. With our ankles and wrists shackled. This is so trafficking. One girl must have been having her period hard because for the entire 40-minute ride, we only breathed warm, wet air with that distinct, heavy period blood smell. When we got to jail, they said I had already been bailed out. But I'd have to wait until the next jail van to go back, like 8 hours from then. What a nightmare. Jail loves to do some fuck shit. So they put me in a holding cell with some stank-ass white trash lady who was bawling and sobbing and would not shut the fuck up about how she was such a terrible person, like begging me to ask her why. I did not give a shit. So ignored her. And she kept talking. And she said she was just sentenced for child molestation. And I said something like, yeah, sounds like you do suck. So please just shut the fuck up. So she got louder and started pulling at her necklace, which I don't know why they let her keep. That's true. They took all my jewelry and shoelaces before locking me in there, saying she was going to use it to strangle herself. So I pounded the little window of our door cell to get some pig's attention. But the ugly bitch cop sitting at the desk outside of our cell just responded with, "Settle down in there. This ain't McDonald's. You can't have your way. You can't have it your way." Is that even the McDonald's slogan? Have it your way? Is that Burger King? Doesn't matter. You can't.
McDonald's, hear your family.
Have it your way.
Yeah, isn't it? Or
I thought it was Burger King. Have it your way.
I don't fucking know their little. What does Jack in the Box have a fucking slogan?
Yeah,
get jacked.
The Jack in the Box slogan is Jack jacking off.
Yeah,
in that big head.
Yeah.
He
takes off his head,
burger,
and then he just pours his fucking white milk into it, and then puts it back on.
Yeah. It's Jack fucking a bunch of burgers. That's the Jack in the Box slogan.
Yeah. And then the curly fries are like the little curds from his uncircumcised dong.
And the Jack in the Box slogan is, "Come here so we can jack off into your box." Jack in the Box. You didn't like that one?
That's good.
It's
okay.
Come here so you can come eat here so you can jack off into your box. Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
They had the bell,
jack
right?
off in this box.
No, that's Taco Bell. Jack in the Box. Eat our food with lots of cum in it. Yeah, it's and then it's a
and then Taco Bell's just a recording of diarrhea.
yeah. Taco Bell, worth getting diarrhea for.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Is someone in here? Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Pounding on the door. Is someone in here? Yeah. And then somebody's jerking off in the bathroom, and somebody's
because they just went to Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. I need to get in there right now, please.
yeah. Wait, that was Taco Bell?
Yeah, that Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I've got diarrhea.
But you don't even have time to say it. Taco Bell. I got. Oh no. And that's your asshole, by the way. And your asshole is kind of like, have you ever seen Stranger Things and
no.
those things that the plant things that are like,
yeah,
that's your asshole just exporting all of the or expelling rather.
Yeah.
Or like The Last of Us, those plant monsters.
Yeah.
That's your asshole.
So that's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
What's okay? So we've got McDonald's covered. No, we don't have McDonald's covered though.
No, McDonald's is
something about a pedophile clown.
Yeah, McDonald's. Bring your kids to the clown pen. They'll be fully grown when I'm done with them. And that's the uncircumcised penis like chomping like this at the little kids.
Yeah. And then Grimace comes out. I'm gonna fuck one of you kids.
Yeah. Get in my belly.
Who's calling? Thought it was my dad. It's just scam likely. Stupid. Okay.
It's stupid.
What other ones are there? Doesn't matter. That was a fun segment.
Yeah, that was fun. What
was happening?
Wait.
Yeah.
If you had a slogan, what would it be?
Oh, I'm not good at improv. I can't think of that off the top of my head.
You just did improv, Honky.
Yeah, but when it comes to when you put it on me, I can't.
You shut down?
Yeah, shut down immediately.
Mm-hmm.
What would my slogan be? Don't know. What would yours be?
I feel like yours would be like.
Yeah. What would mine be? What would mine be?
It would have to be like. This happens all the time. Something about sharding.
Skid marking.
Yeah, it'd be like so like no, this is really cool. Now I'm seeing why I didn't make that team. Okay.
I know you want to know what yours would be?
What would mine be?
Your slogan would be
Wait, our dazzling wit is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Your slogan would be hey.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because yours would be like this. and you'd be kind of like you'd be kind of like you ever.
Yeah. And yours would be, hey, come over and honk my tits.
Okay. And then yours would be like,
yeah.
Don't check the toilet. It's clogged.
No, because I don't sing, so I wouldn't have a
did.
But because that's your slogan. You always sing, so your slogan is "Come over and honk my tail." Oh, God. That's your slogan. So I don't have because I don't sing.
Okay.
So you get you get the bit.
I get the bit.
So what would mine be?
Okay, I'm pulling up what yours would be. So everyone stay calm.
Yeah.
So yours would be kind of something like this. You would be like,
yeah.
Yours would be like, it's Gabby, not Gabriel. Or like, we're like, I gotta go to my boyfriend's.
Hey, don't look at my underwear. Or do, depending on your flavor.
That was supposed to be a fart. Yours would be like, yours would be like, I don't drink.
I don't drink. I don't drink or smoke.
I just oh. So that's what you're
People.
That was 42 seconds.
People are gonna listen to this podcast and be like, "Yeah, that's the last episode I'm ever listening to."
Until that, I say, "Fuck you."
It's okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I just this is sad and cute. If no one listened to this podcast, how broken we are is we would still do it.
Yeah. I mean, if nobody listened to this podcast, at the end of the day, we do still pay to have these episodes made.
Yeah, of course.
So it's, hey, at least there's that. Now, where were we?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you dumb bitch, that is Burger King. Oh, I was right. Yeah. I was if I had even finished it before we got launched into a 5-minute segment.
That was like a 7-minute bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
About diarrhea at Taco Bell. Yeah, you can't have it your way. I heard her say this line like 80 fucking times a day. She thought it was so clever and hilarious. First of all, you dumb bitch. That is Burger King. You are not funny or cute.
Oh.
I like how mad she is.
Yeah.
So the Chomo, what is Chomo? The Chomo cellmate keeps pretending like he's really gonna get that, like she's really gonna get that cheap necklace through her layers of neck fat, and is throwing herself all around the cell floor, getting too close to me, and at one point trying to grab at my legs. Why?
What?
That's really funny. I keep pounding on the window as I kick at her to keep away from me. Finally, the pigs come, strap her down to some chair, and take her away while she's still screaming like some fucking lunatic asshole. They gave me a jumpsuit and moved me to Gen Pop. Oh, general population. They also took my bra, and my nipples got all chafed and irritated by the scratchy jumpsuit fabric. Okay, so you've got fucking wampin nipples.
No!
I wanted to sleep because I was pretty hungover and hadn't slept in 4 days. I also dabbled in meth back then. Pretty cool. Okay, girl, so you're having a time.
Period.
But all of the beds were taken. Also, the toilets were right out in the open. No doors, no curtains, nothing. Just
That's
bare
such
toilets.
a kink.
I like that they just, like, jails are so
They treat you
inhumane.
like damn animals.
I know, they're so inhumane. Right across, like, 4 feet from the row of bunk beds, and a few ladies were taking fat shits.
Period. Didn't you say someone had diarrhea in front of you?
Me?
And when you were in jail? Or is that in the bit?
No, that's no.
Oh, okay.
If I say that, it was just like in the bit.
Okay.
Whatever. All the girls I met in there were pretty nice and chill. A very tall and intimidating lesbian told me immediately, that I should give her any extra food I didn't want. That's so you.
Yeah.
Hey, give me any of your extra food.
Except sing it.
Mama.
Sing it.
Hey. No.
Sing it. Come on.
Hey. Give me any of your extra food, because mama is hungry and she needs to keep growing.
Give me some of your extra food, because I'm trying to turn into it. No.
Mama's gotta get extra tall.
I want to get buff and heave. So, yeah, so she's
asking for extra food.
Okay.
I gave her most of the one meal they served while I was in there. What did they give you, bitch? A bologna sandwich? Because it was the nastiest food I'd ever seen in person. That's about it. When I finally got back home, my meth head boyfriend was very disappointed in me for drinking and driving. LOL. Okay, dude, you literally smoke meth.
Glass house.
Sweetie. I know. I like that she's like, yeah, he literally was mad at me and he smokes meth. And then like 2 sentences ago, she was like, I also dabble in meth.
No, that's why she was doing it though. Because let me tell you, I've never done more drugs in my life than when I was dating someone who bought and sold drugs.
That's so true. I went to jail one more other time. That story's not that interesting.
Okay, baddie.
In short, I was arrested for unpaid parking tickets and my boyfriend, not the meth head one. This one was just an alcoholic. Didn't bail me out or call my mom or anything. You can get arrested for unpaid parking tickets?
You can, I guess. Damn.
Just picked up my car and used it to drive to the bar. Didn't bail me out or call my mom or anything. Just picked up my car and used it to drive to the bar. So I had to spend the night in jail. That was like 12 years ago. And I am much better now. And I'm just a boring mom and housewife. I don't know. You sound pretty wild. Honey, by the way that you wrote this story, that's no like mom. That's like not a mom.
She has comedic timing. She's funny. Also, boring housewife.
Boring housewife. Bitch, I know this bitch is sucking dick left and right.
She does anal no lube.
She absolutely does anal no lube.
And it's her idea, which is the crazy part. It's not even the guy's like, I mean, can I at least spit on it? She's like, shove it in raw.
Yeah. And
gives me the same high as meth.
Yeah,
like,
she absolutely does.
Period.
And the kids wake up and they're like banging on the door and they're like, Mommy, can I come sleep with you? And she's like, shut up! I'm getting fucking rammed in the ass in here.
Or she like pretends to like be a monster under their bed. She like just like scares the fuck. She's like, just kidding. Like she like gives them like a fucking fright to toughen them up.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right, find me a little story because
it's not done yet.
Oh, it's not. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. I love listening to my honks while I cook and clean and grocery shop. Yeah, you do, girl. Thanks for keeping it real and fuck Lee. P.S. I also find it so cringe when people say, y'all are twisted and dark and unhinged. And they relate to that. I find you relatable in like, I don't know, a cool regular way because you talk similar to me and my friends. Also, I would fuck my mom, marry my brother, and kill my dad. Screaming. Okay, so everybody does kill their dad.
I have never met someone who lets their dad live.
I wouldn't fuck my mom though. That's for sure.
Okay.
I'd marry my mom, fuck my brother, kill my dad.
Well, as long as the dad's dead, I think it's fine. I would never in a million years fuck my dad because I'm not a pick-me loser.
Yeah.
But I would fuck my mom because I feel like even though she's so fucking mean, that's why I'm like, it would be like punishment.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that I could move through it, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people don't like to talk about this.
They haven't opened their minds.
They're not evolved.
That's why.
Emotionally unintelligent.
Yeah, emotionally unintelligent, prudish.
My cousin who listened to this podcast, I love her so much and I love you, so shout out to you. But she was just traveling and she was like in Italy or some shit, and her friends met these guys at a bar, and she was like, so fuck, marry, kill with your family members, and they're like, we're not doing that. And she's like,
okay.
She's like, well, let me tell you my answer, and then she just blurts out her answer. And then she ended up fucking one of them. And
I want to know why, because he was like, this actually turns me on because I actually like low-key want to fuck on my family.
And see, if you're not down to play, it means that secretly I'm down to play because there's no part of me that wants to fuck my family. And so I'm very comfortable saying this.
Isn't that right? Well, it's like, it's the same way when people are like, oh, I'm not gay. Ew.
Yeah,
gay.
It's like, oh, you crave anal like a fish craves water.
Oh, wait,
and
so
that's okay.
You're so gay.
You are profoundly fucking gay. You're a fucking rainbow.
So all you want to do is have an orgy with all men or all women, depending on what way.
You want to be slathered in that salty, thinly veiled cream of a man.
The flavor of cum. It's so gross. And then it like coagulates in your mouth.
Yeah.
Why does it coagulate like that?
Oh, no, bro.
Why does it do that?
But I will say, women's cum tastes way better than men's cum.
Unreal. You think eating pussy tastes better than sucking dick?
Yeah, 100%.
Seriously.
1,000 million%.
No, because
I will die on this hill.
But at least with like when you're sucking off, you're not having that flavor the whole time. I feel like with eating pussy, it's like it's flavor.
Well, you have like
time.
a stigma against it because like you're envisioning it's bad. It's not bad.
Well, then you've never eaten me out.
No, but I've talked to your dad.
What does he say?
He said,
how does he say it is?
That shit was spicy.
He said spicy.
Yeah, he said once he's like, the only thing that was kind of jarring was like how much poop was in your underwear. But he said, that's my girl. So
I told him
I was used.
That. Are you serious?
I know, but your dad and I have like a different relationship. It's okay.
I mean, that's
like
so
we talk.
embarrassing.
I know.
He said that.
Yeah, he did. But he was like, the pussy itself tasted fine when he was eating it.
The pussy tasted good though.
Yeah.
But he said it was a little spicy. But was it?
Yeah, but he's not like one of the regular whites. Like he likes a little spice.
Do you think that's because he has alopecia? You think it's because he has no eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like it just was kind of like invigorating for him.
You think?
Tasting your spicy snatch.
Do you think it was spicy because of the poop?
Mm-hmm.
What's funny? It's not funny.
I think it was. I think you're nailing it.
Not it being 42 seconds. Okay, so we'll close it on this one. And we'll see you on Patreon, you fucking losers.
Jail time. Yep. I used to... Okay, fuck you. Jail time. Yep. I used a sock to wipe my ass. DUI story. Okay.
Okay, also, why did you... Yup. Like, we're like...
Jail time.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
I used a sock to wipe my ass.
Okay.
DUI story. Okay, bitch.
We're not fighting you on that.
I know.
Okay. All right. Fucking hands.
I know.
My hands are tied.
I know. Like, you gotta. Yup.
Use a sock to wipe my ass. So what?
Who's asking, bitch? I'm like,
literally.
damn.
Right.
Gabby's dad. Okay. This shit show of a story began in the city of Long Beach. Okay, you do have Long Beach
this
energy.
Is so Long Beach.
Yeah, on a Halloween night, Long Beach. We left a party drunk as fuck. Just say fuck. And according to the people I was with, I refused to let anybody drive my car or catch an Uber. Oh. As I stumbled to my car, I fell and hit my ear on a curb, ripping one of my ear piercings. I had plugs.
I think it's gonna be Donald Trump getting shot.
Okay. To this day, one of my ears has a plug and the other has regular earrings. Okay. We all have a tragic backstory. This is the last thing I remember from this night, and the rest of the night I blacked out. It was 2011, and there were protests in downtown LA. So apparently my drunk ass wanted to join the protests. Okay. I hop on the freeway towards downtown LA.
She's just wasted too. She's like, I gotta go to the protest.
Your real spirit comes out when you're drunk and you're good. Okay. We get there, but the protests were fizzling out. So I decide to hit the freeway again. Oh, I proceed to enter the freeway through a freeway exit. I start driving.
Good.
Yeah, this is cool. This is who you want on the road and who you want fighting for you. Freeway exit. I start driving the wrong way on the freeway. Luckily, there was little traffic and a cop pulled me over almost right away. The following information I read through the police report, it was painful to read. During the car ride to jail, I curse at the officer, spit, urinate in the police car, yell, "We are the 99%" the whole way. Bitch.
Oh, was this during what was it? The
2011.
If she's screaming about the 99%, it was like the Wall Street shit. What was that?
Yeah. It had I don't know, but it had to have been something about financial shit because like 2008 was like the housing crisis. So 2011.
It was, there was,
it was giving depression. Okay. We are the 99% the whole way. Next thing I remember is waking up in jail and I had to take a shit. I'm talking diarrhea, Gabby. The jail I was in only had a thin mattress, no toilet. Oh, I kept screaming, asking to use the restroom, but the cops in jail were ignoring me. It's like a horror movie. You're in because it's diarrhea. Your nervous system is just ablaze, and so you're probably profusely sweating.
And I like that. Yeah, there's just like tears running down her face while she's also probably just wet diarrhea shitting in her pants.
Yeah. The jail I was in only had a thin mattress, no toilet. I kept screaming, asking to use the restroom, but the cops in the jail were ignoring me, and frankly, I don't blame them. So I took a shit in the corner, took off my socks, wiped, and covered my mess with the socks. One of the worst days of my life. Well, that's one of the best emails I've legitimately ever read. No notes. Not you covering the poop with your sock.
That's what my cats do.
With your sock?
They'll just like bring articles of clothing in off the floor and like bury their shit with it.
And that's not enchanting cats.
Wait, so she had diarrhea and then threw her sock into the diarrhea.
Yeah.
Honks, just wanted to give one last little reminder. Go get those last few tickets to see Parallel Play live in Los Angeles, September 25th at the Lyric Hyperion, and then New York City, October 26th at Union Hall. Okay, sweet honeys, because if you don't, you're kind of a rapist. And then also go see Gabby in San Diego at ACC this Thursday through Saturday at ACC San Diego. Again, if you don't, you guys already know what you are, so... Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so I just want to say, we got pissing myself naked. We got penis marble in prison. We got prequel to the 29-year-old chlamydia cheater. My mother kicked me out and had me arrested. Accidental jail, scared straight for nerdy. Something jail time funny story with meth pamphlets. Chlamydia breakup. So I just want to say we have a lot. Guy pissed himself on purpose.
These are the leftovers?
He literally would only boof things. There's so many amazing things. We're going to read these on Patreon, you guys, which we're going to do literally right now.
That's so fun. Those were great. Can't wait to get into those stories. See you on Patreon.
Yeah.
Honks.